Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be evolving another custom solar system from birth to death. So it's been quite a while since we did the last one of these, so apologies for the delay in that, but I've just had other projects move it aside unfortunately. But now we are back. I think this is version 10 that we've done now, and then we did a few bonus ones as well, so we must have done about a good, we've already done a good 12 I'd probably say of these. So yeah, let's rock and roll. So, I remember the suggestions on the last video said that I need to involve a red dwarf star in a binary with just a regular main sequence star. So, obviously, a G, we'll go over G-type. So, a sun-like star, and then we'll go over red dwarf star. So, obviously, the red dwarf is barely going to evolve in the time that the other star does, because the red dwarf takes so long to age, and they don't really ever turn into red giants, as far as we know, because no red dwarf has died yet. If you think about it, because they're going to live a long time. The universe isn't old enough for a red dwarf to have died yet. So in theory, we don't exactly know what happens, but we have an idea that it will just get a little bigger, a little brighter, then it won't even blow up, it will just slowly shrink down, really, or something along the lines of that, and then it'll become what's called a blue dwarf, I believe, which is just what happens when it shrinks down and eventually just runs out of hydrogen in a long time. So, should be interesting how this comes to be, but what we're going to do is we'll go with I think someone actually suggested just use out one of the Alpha Centauri stars and then use Proxima, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So Alpha A or Alpha B, we'll go with Alpha A. I think I don't want to do a triple because I think it'd be a bit messy trying to do a triple, so we'll go with a binary. Maybe we'll try a triple in the future, but I'm going to go with a binary for this one. So we're going to go with Alpha A and then Proxima. How far away do we want Proxima? So maybe we go realistic and out the actual distance between Alpha A and Proxima. So I'm actually going to just quickly check that out. So it's roughly around, oh, it's a big jump, isn't it? Whew. So supposedly it's over 10,000 AU. So that is an enormous distance. You know, I don't think I want it that big. No, that's still a bit extreme. I'm thinking, you know, we're going to have it maybe a good 100, 200 AU. So we're going to go around maybe 160-ish, somewhere around there. Place it there. Voila. So Alpha A and then Proxima. So looking good. So if we just go orbits, Proxima will chill at that sort of distance around Alpha A. So if we just let it go, it'll take quite a while for Proxima to go all the way around. But there it is, just in simulation. So looking good. And as we can see, those stars slowly move on a little wobble there. So there's them in action. So you can see Alpha A does get affected by Proxima's drag, as you can see. It's pretty cool stuff. Right, so anyways, back to Alpha A. So, we've got our stars formed, effectively. So what we need to do now is shrink them down, effectively, because this Alpha A is already halfway through its lifespan, effectively. So we need to sort of downgrade the star. So, first of all, we're going to go ahead and save before things get messy, because we know modifying stars can be pretty wild. So I already did episode 10 apparently. Well, I guess I'm doing episode 11 then. Or version 11 effectively. So, okay, fine. So there we go. Right, so first of all, mass stays the same. Radius and density, we need to simply lower this. So where's that button? There used to be a way to... So if I do this, I don't want it lowering my mass. So there we go. So put that back up to that. Then I'm going to lock that. And then we're going to lower this down. So there we go. We've made a proto Alpha Centauri there, and then obviously luminosity is nowhere near going to be as bright. So we're going to dim that down quite a lot, and then make it a baby star. So something like that. Radius a little smaller as well. So there's a baby Alpha Centauri. Still got the mass of the sun though. And then Proxima again. Proxima's already fairly, you know, it's already small, but you know, we'll have a slight little decrease there. So a baby Proxima, and obviously luminosity's already very dim, but we'll just make it a little dimmer. So there you go. But I mean, this star will barely change throughout this whole... While the main star is evolving, this star will barely change. So, right, there we go. So we've got our two stars formed. So now we need our planetary disk. So we're going to go with Alpha A. But with Proxima effectively should have one as well. So where's the one I like to use? I like to use the Saturn Clouds one. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay, fine. And then we want it around Alpha A. So down here, we'll have it going all the way out to roughly. We'll have it going out roughly to
just over Proxima, really. So we'll have it going up to about 200 AU. I think that's a good chunk of stuff there. Add the ring. So there's going to be a lot of particles in there that we can't really see, but they are there. Maybe we'll go over generic ring in there as well. So 200 AU. Add the ring. So you got a lot of material all in this zone now. And Proxima's kind of surrounded that as well, but we'll go to Proxima. Because we're not going to have it as large as 200. But you know, we'll give Proxima a little 50 ring maybe, just around Proxima. There you go. So that's picked up a bit of its own material. I'm not entirely sure that's the way it works. But you know, for the purpose of this, we will just have it like that. Because Proxima effectively would maybe probably form out the same sort of cloud. So, we'll give Proxima a little ring. So this doesn't really matter. This is mainly just for visuals. So press play. This is barely going to run, is it? Because there's a lot of material in there. What we'll do is we'll quickly pause. Right, so we've got that all done. So now we need to do the simulation temperature. So where is it? I always get. It's not fragment curation. Background temperature. So we need to turn this up because stuff is hot when it forms. It's not just cold. So for the purpose of this, we're going to have stuff in the fat. There you go. So now you can see the particles a little better as well. So that actually works quite nicely. So there you go. And all the particles are obviously going to warm up as well as soon as we press play. But they are all there. So that is our planet making material there. So where do we start? So we'll have it around 1200. That's fine. So looking good. Right. So first of all, now we need planets. We want planets to form in this material of dust and gas. So this is so cool. I love doing it like this. Right. So obviously we get to customize every single object we put in here as well. We can always use a few templates, a few old faces as well. If we want to have some cool looking gas giants, for instance. The rocky planets we can kind of form ourselves. But the gas giants, you know, we can, if we want to have a cool little template, we can also use those. So let's see, is there any gas giants that are worth grabbing? Let's see, and we can also customize all of these as well. So I think I'm going to go with this one here looks nice. I think this was from someone's system recently. We're going to go ahead and place this in. So I'm going to put it around 68, 40. There we go. I'm going to place it there. I'm going to check the mass of all these just to make sure they're all okay as well, because I don't want anything being just stupidly large. So we'll place that one there. Just want to get some cool looking ones. So is there any other ones that stand out maybe? The sulfur gas dwarfs are always cool to use. Do you like those? Maybe we have a smaller sulfur gas dwarf there. Maybe a little closer to the star as well. Maybe a lot closer. Yeah, so we can go quite far in here. So 3 AU. I'm going to put that there. We've got a little gas dwarf. Then also we do want some normal gas giants in here as well. Let's see, anything else catching the eye? I don't know if I want to use the banded one. I think there's definitely more interesting ones hidden in the list here, so it's just about finding them, because I do have a lot of worlds in here, so that one could be always quite good to use. It is pretty insane. This one called Galactus. Let's use that. I don't think I've ever used this one before, so we're going to go ahead and put that in there as well. So we're making quite a large system, we can see here, but I don't want to have too many gas giants clogging things up, but we will have, you know, a good amount in here. Some rogue object there. No, a little further down then. But we can always create some ourselves as well. Don't forget that. We can always do that. Let's use the. I've got my regular Planet 9 here. These are the original templates. Let's use like the ultra enhanced tinted one. Let's place that there. Maybe we have two sort of neighbouring gas giants in the more outer regions of this. So I'm going to have two similar shaped, designed versions there. We will rename those. Okay, I think I'm going to stick with that for now, but I just want to check that their mass is all okay, because I don't want anyone having a really large mass. So this one's got 3 masses of Earth, so this isn't too large. It's so cool when it's hot and glowing as well. This one here, well, you know, 1.13 tubes. Just okay, we can get with that being the dominant gas giant then. I think we'll have that. We'll have that. So that'll be our largest gas giant. But no, I feel like a star around this sort of size. Maybe we do something a little larger. We'll buff it up a bit. I'm going to go over a nice 2.3 Jupiter size there. Then we got these two Planet 9 sisters. They're looking pretty wild. So they're slightly different in coloured. Roughly around the same size. I think they may be identical actually. No, this one's a little larger actually. But yeah, they're roughly the same size. Make the outer one a little larger. There you go. Now these don't have names yet. so I don't know what to name them. Well, if our main star is Alpha Centauri, I mean, we can call this Alpha Ice. I guess this will be Alpha Ice 2, this one will be Alpha Ice 1. So, 1. There you go. So something like that. Oh, there's an emergency vehicle outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's so hot at the moment, I have to have my windows open, so unfortunately we do have a bit of additional sound effects in the background, so yeah, I do apologise for any engines and sirens you hear. Right, but anyways, so we've got our 2 ice giants. We've got our main gas giant there. We could probably fit another gas giant in between. We've got this one here, which is a little smaller. This one's only at... Yeah, this one's nowhere near this size. I mean, if we put this in Jupiter's... So, I mean, we could maybe make it a little bigger. Times it up a bit. Maybe it's like 0.1. Yeah, just under 0.1 maybe. So, yeah, not the largest. Then we've got the gas dwarf closer to the star as well. Nice and small there. I think what we could definitely squeeze another gas giant in there. Maybe we'll make one ourselves. So what we'll do is we'll go over random gas giant. We're going to place one there. I feel like there's definitely a spot for one there. And then obviously Proxima, we want to give you some gas giants. So we'll give you a couple. We'll go custom for Proxima. So, right, Proxima's range isn't going to be that large. So put one at a solid 6 AU. Maybe another one at 7. Oh, see, that causes a problem. See, I don't want any binaries kicking off. So, yeah. Oh god, this one's huge. Oh god, no. Play. Get rid of that. I don't want no binaries. No. So that's a bit annoying that it's done that. Delete. Just get rid of it. Okay, so that's a bit annoying. I don't want anything taken over Proxima's orbits. That one's 4 masses, so that's fairly nice. Okay. I don't want it doing that. Yeah, okay, there we go. That one's worked. Yeah, 8 masses of Earth. So Proxima, it won't have the largest things around it, but yeah, there you go. I'm going to stick with that. Okay, cool. So we'll give Proxima 2, because obviously Proxima's a red dwarf. It's not going to have the biggest range of stuff, so I don't really want it having those. Okay, so I think that's a good lineup of gas giants there. So there you go. So we just get a lineup of them all here. So this is what we formed so far. So I think we've got a decent size. So yeah, the dominant gas giant is enormous. It's actually bigger than Proxima. Do I want it being bigger than Proxima though? So it's only 1.57. I mean, it's not that big. I mean, if we look in kilometres, I mean, 109,000. I mean, it can be bigger than Proxima. I mean, there's gas giants way bigger than Proxima out there in reality. So yeah, we'll stick with that. That's fine. There's our other gas giants. We haven't customised them all yet, but we will get back to that. There's the sulfur gas dwarf as well. Not much smaller than Alpha Ices actually. So again, I think we make Alpha Ices a little bigger than they actually are. So there we go. They got a cool sort of tint effect to it, making them look pretty cool as well. There you go. Alpha Ice 1 and 2, we'll have them similar size. It's kind of like a Uranus Neptune kind of design there, you know, quite similar. Then we've got these ones that are a little bigger there. Okay, cool. Right, so there's our gas giants. Right, now, rocky planets. So obviously we're going to go the natural sort of design of having Rockies closer to the star, but we will have a good mix of everything in there. So Rockies, do I want to use any customs here? You know what, we'll go with, you know, we're going to go totally random with Rockies and we'll design them ourselves. So random Rocky, we're going to have some closer into Alpha, so I think 0. So a decent design of Rockies there. But yeah, we'll naturally design all these ourselves. Then we've got the gas giant sort of zone there. We'll have a few Rockies sort of in the mix. Maybe some will be close to the dominant gas giant. I don't think they're going to last too long. So there we go. So we've got some further away than Alpha Ice as well. Maybe some in the range of Proximus. You know, there could be a few star transfers between these objects here. So as you can see, Proxima and Alpha, you know, there could be a few star transfers there, but we'll see. They formed around Alpha initially, but Proxima could steal them. So there we go. And then maybe we'll have some even further out, you know. Maybe, oh, actually, no, I'm not going to roll with that, because most stuff should form around the main star, and then if it gets slung out, it gets slung out. But we're going to have a few objects in there as well, in the orbit of Proxima. So Proxima definitely will be interrupting with those, but Proxima's slightly downwards from the main orbital plane. And then obviously Proxima will get its own bunch of Rockies. We'll go with about 5 planets closer into Proxima. Remember, it's a red dwarf, so we can have stuff quite close to this. Put the zone on. There you go. So again, we can have stuff fairly close to this, because some of these will orbit pretty quick. So we'll go 3, 4, 5, 6, and then maybe a bigger jump. Maybe we'll have to make the gas giants a little closer as well. Yeah, I think we will. So let's move them a little closer. So orbital period, we can halve that down straight up, and then this guy as well. Yeah, things like that, and maybe just tiny, smaller objects a little further somewhere there. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to stick with that. Yeah. Okay, cool. So there is our planet lineup. So we've designed the system. We're going to go ahead and throw a save in as well because we do not want to lose anything. So there we go. So that's our system formed. Our planets are formed, so we obviously need to let things cool down now, and then we can get on to customizing before we start to evolve this. So press play. So you can already see some changes. There's already orbital transfers as soon as we press play, but there's our initial system. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the planetary disk. Now that is complete. And then we also need to cool things down a bit. So down here straight away, all the way back down to roughly absolute 0. So not 396, 0. There you go. So, temperature of space has cooled down. This is our lineup here. So, let's get a look at everybody. So, there you go. And there you go. This is our lineup. So, we've got some Earth-like worlds that have actually just naturally spawned. Pretty cool. But there you go. So, we've got the smaller ones. We will play around with some of the sizes of these as well. So, I don't want everything being like exactly the same size now. But, you know, I think that's a good range of stuff. Maybe we can have a larger... Maybe we have a dominant rocky planet as well. You know, quite a larger... Super Earth kind of world. I don't know if we want to make it as big as the... I think... So, I mean, we can have it bigger than the Ice Giants. I think, have like a super Earth there. You know, this is not out of the realm of possibility. We'll go with another one that's quite large in size as well. No, dominantly... Not as big as the Ices, but, you know, bigger than everyone else. So I just don't want everyone being all the same size, because that gets a bit boring. Okay, there we go. And then onto them. Okay, cool. Yeah, the gas giants are looking pretty awesome. So, okay, this is the dominant gas giant. So this one gets its nice sort of bluish trail. So we need to make that one clear. That is the dominant gas giant. So there you go. Cool. So that's HD there. So, oh, it's pitch black here as well, because we are pretty far away. But remember, Alpha Centauri will evolve with time, and the light will reach this eventually. So for now, we will sit on studio. Oh, I can do directional, actually. Yeah. Of course, facing the wrong way. We'll rotate it the right way round as well. So this is actually a custom maybe one of you guys has got the negative contrast for the cool sort of dark spot looking effect. But there it is. So dominant gas giant. There you go. Then we got Galactus here, which is designed by one of you guys. One of your systems. So as we can see, that one's slightly tilted on its side. We'll have it slightly tilted, but not too insane. So there it is there. Galactus. That one's already got a nice trail. That's already nicely built for us. We've got Alpha Isis. There's a close look at these guys now. It's cooled down. So there you go. It's looking pretty cool. Has got its gas as well. So as you can see, we'll give it a little more hydrogen. It is an ice giant though, so we'll keep the water as a very high level of it there. So that's Alpha Ice 1. So we'll give you a nice blue trail. It's all got coloured stuff, so we're not going to check. We're not going to customize anything visually. So it's Alpha Ice 1, which maybe is a little more of a bluer shade there. And Alpha Ice 2, a lot deeper blue, very similar to its sister planet, of course. But there you go, more of a Neptune-looking one. Does it have an atmosphere on it as well? No, that's just it looks like it almost does, but it's just due to the crazy tint this thing has. So you know, it is pretty awesome. Base colour, where are we? Down here. There you go. Give it more. So that's our Neptune, effectively, of the system there. And then I guess this one will be more like our Uranus. And they're very similar though, so we'll give them sort of Neptune, Uranus colours. There you go. Okay, what other gas giants are we missing? So we want to go to this one. So one of Proxima's gas giants. So there you go. Rotate it up. I mean, colour-wise, we're not going to spend hours customising gas giants, because to perfect a gas giant, it will take quite a while to get the way you want it. But you know, we'll go with a Saturn kind of coloured sort of shade, so you know, that sort of sandy yellow kind of look to it. So there you go. That sort of light, yeah. So just a generic looking hydrogen gas giant, really. So water down, hydrogen is going to be the highest element there. That contains a bit of water though. There you go. Iron core, lower that down as well. So yeah, very heavily hydrogen based, this guy. So there you go. A few different shades of yellow mixed in there, but there you go. So it's a very Saturn-like gas giant, to put it frank. So there you go. Cool. Then we got this one here. This one's got more of a red shade. I guess we can build off what it's... Well, you know, we could have a... We'll double it up. So what we'll do is we'll kind of try and build off what it already has going. So keep the whiter bands, and then we'll have like we'll go sort of white, red, white, or brown. Yeah. So you can already see it's coming along quite nicely. So yeah, I'm liking the way that's looking, and yeah. I mean, just simple as that, you know, make this colour a little brighter, but very quick and easy, quick build, but there you go. But looking not too shabby. Then maybe just slightly tan these, just a bit, just to add a bit of extra colour to it. Oh, that's a little too yellow for mine. I can just dim that one out. Maybe make these slightly more orange in colour. Oh, hang on. Just slight tan shade. No, that's a little too much. Nah, yeah, got to keep the white bits in there as well, but you know, just a few little changes, and then make that look a little more orange. There you go. But yeah, just simple as that. Just a nice quick little build. Obviously another hydrogen gas giant. So is this actually the dominant? Which one's the dominant around Proxima? So we got this one here. That's 8.8 masses of Earth. This one here is 4.2. So this is the dominant one. Is this one here? So we'll give it just so we know it's a dominant. Give it a nice dominant coloured shade there. Okay, so there's our gas giants around Proxima. Okay, is that everyone customised? So they're both customised. We've got this one as well, so another one around the main star Alpha. So Bonia, okay. So bands, maybe just a more deeper colour shade there. Oh no, we can always go with just a nice simple one tone gas giant really. So could have it as a very mysterious one, more generic one. Hey, look, I just made my own Planet 9. There we go. Do I want to make it an ice or a regular? And the ice is I mean, we could get away with this being an ice giant. So maybe we'll have it as like a pale Uranus blue, but instead of being blue, we'll give it more of a turquoisey light green shade. Maybe just a little more on the green scale there, but still an ice giant at heart, but it's green due to an unknown reason. Deeper? No, God no. Yeah. And then we'll go with a nice sort of greener trail. So it's way greener than Uranus actually is, but there it is. Interface colour, yeah. Give it a green. Cool. Okay, who else have we got? Is that all the gases? I think it is. Got the sulfur gas dwarf. Okay, now we've got the Rockies to design. So, into the inner solar system. So our closest planet to the star, here. This is Acer. That's definitely the closest, yeah. Okay, cool. Actually, while we're here, we'll throw a save in as well. There you go. Cool. So how do we want Acer to look? That's what I love about these systems, is you get to design everything and you slowly watch as things change. It's already got pretty cool looking conditions. We will see how this changes over time. We'll leave the water alone. I mean, I will just lower the sea level a bit just so we get a bit more land. But there you go. Right, what I'm going to do is we're going to go some more exotic colours for this one. So we're going to go over deep purple. That's our sort of surface colour. Yeah. Okay. Maybe more. Yeah. Now, water, or atmosphere. Again, we have a cool purple looking build here. Be a lighter, pinker atmosphere. And then again, water. Have it as a... Have it a bit in between the purple and blue zone, but we'll have it as a sort of deeper... So water's normally somewhere there. So more of a bluish, deeper purple, almost like an indigo shade. Looking pretty awesome there. Okay, and then high elevation. I'm going to go with actually some red patches there. And keep the middle elevation as a more deeper purple. Yeah. The elevation as a dark purple. There you go. And then obviously surface. We can give it some craters as well. Make it look a little interesting. So I think Planet 15 is the one I like. Yeah, you get the cool crater looks to it. Oh god. No. Obviously, if we change the map, we do change the surface. But yeah, we'll throw a Mercury in there as well. Oh god. Oh, let's slow things down. I'm going too fast. No, I'm not buying it. Off. Turn it off. It changes everything as soon as you mix the things. Planet 6. Maybe I should have left it the way it was. 5. We just need to lower the oceans, really. I think they're a little too high. I didn't want to do it that far, game. God. Alright. It's looking pretty cool so far. Oh, wait, where's my seat? Is it too hot here? Ah, there you go. So it's already too hot. Too hot indeed. Okay. I mean, what we can do is we just increase it. I mean, it is. How close is this to alpha? I mean, it is. I mean, it's not that far. I mean, it shouldn't be getting temperature yet. Come on. What's the albedo on this thing? Very high albedo. How heavy is this atmosphere then? It can't be that hot. Seriously, no way. That's very surprising. For the time, I mean, this planet isn't going to stay like this long, so there's no point going really insane with the customizer. I mean, I do want it customized though, so again, sea level, we'll just lower this down. Oh, that's really annoying how it does that. There you go. There's the sea level, and then we'll settle. I think it's just due to the surface textures we put on it as well, really. But what did I usually have it on? I can't even remember. 5. Okay, we'll leave it alone, but we'll stick with something like that. So it's got a mysterious sort of purple look to it, but also some reddish areas there as well. White clouds, we'll leave it the way it is. We'll go red clouds. Yeah. But the water keeps disappearing, which is a bit annoying. It's only 36. Come on. There's the water there. Melt. So the water is there. It's just not much of it. So that's weird how it keeps doing that. Play. So it doesn't look like it wants to know what it is. It's very strange. Average temperature is only 25, but then here you can see it's going up to 90. But, no, it's a world that doesn't know what it wants to really do, does it? Keeps changing. It has got water on it, yeah, 100. Or has it? Nah, maybe it just was losing its water. That's probably why. Okay, there you go. So now if we settle and melt, there you go, settle. That's more like it. And then just slowly sort itself out. Okay, so it's rotating a bit weird, isn't it? Oh no, it's rotating fine. Okay. I don't like surface texture 5. 4. I'd much rather these later ones, to be honest. I think they're pretty cool. Settle. These textures are all weird, 'cause it always changes to sea level. No, it is cool. Okay, right, we're going to stick with that. Go with it, whatever the case is. And then just slowly lower the water patches down and settle it. There you go. Alright, fine. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to keep tampering with it. I'm going to make this slightly more purple. There you go. A deep sort of dark purple shade there. There you go. Then clouds, we will stick with white clouds, I think. No, not atmosphere. Clouds. Ah. Got the purple atmosphere, yes. Clouds, I want as white clouds, thank you. There you go. Alright. Nice. It's got the purple oceans. Okay, I think we need a little more deeper purple there. Also pink shade on the higher elevations. That's our main surface colour there. Be red in the darker. Yeah. And the water, again, just a slightly more purple tint to it. So not your friendliest looking design, but there we go. We're going to stick with that. That's Acer. So a very hot world, as you can see. And that will be increasing as well. So there's Acer. And next up we got this one. So that's a barren rock, as we can see. We'll kind of try, if an object forms with an atmosphere, we'll try and keep the atmosphere on it. But if it doesn't form with an atmosphere, then we'll leave it alone. So this is going to be a heavily cratered world. We'll go over mercury mix in there as well. Bashed up to shreds, as you can see. Yeah, that thing looks crazy. Ah. Yeah, I'll leave it the way it is. Fine with the way that is, yeah. Next up, we got this one. Another world that's no atmosphere. So another generic sort of rocky world. Again, we won't waste too much time with it, but we'll give it a cool looking texture. Sedna. Yeah, Sedna. Then base colour. Maybe we'll actually try and stick with the Mars Sedna kind of way. You know, that pinkish red sandy desert kind of design. There you go. Leave it alone. That's done. So it's not completely generic, but it has a bit of custom design to it. So there you go. Sulfur gas dwarf's fine. Next up, we got this world over here, Earth-like world. How far away is this orbiting? 7 AU, eh? Okay. So we haven't really got any Earth-like worlds in the closer region. Well, that's interesting. Maybe we do need one of those. So as we can see here, nicely. Why is it 130 degrees? See, that just doesn't seem right. 0 degrees. This should be freezing. Okay, we'll leave it. That will cool down with time. But we'll just... it's already got water on it as well. Okay. Surface. Melt. Settle. So as you can see, that was way too high. There you go. But it's already... Alright, okay. A little lower. Settle the water. So it's got nice cracks, but I think this would be quite a nice place to live in the future, as you can see. It's already got the colours, it's got the Earth-like, it's already got a perfect design, really. I mean, it's got the green. Yeah. Maybe it needs a bit of vegetation when it's hatchable. Only if it's hatchable. So when it's hatchable, it'll look like this. When it's not hatchable, it'll look like that. Maybe in that case, we will have to make these a little more paled out. So then it'll be, if it's hatchable, it will look like this. If it's not hatchable, it'll look like that. Yeah. Looking good. And it's obviously got quite a big brown elevation underneath all that water, so you turn the water off. It will look pretty pretty different. Okay, there you go. And then obviously atmosphere, clouds. Double storm. Heck yeah. Yeah. Looking good. So a world that's going to be waiting to be hatchable, but in the far future, this world will definitely have that. It's already got a blue trail with it as well. Nice. But I do think we just need some sort of more hatchable world in the centre. So I'm going to sneak in one sneaky last object. 1.2 AU. Yeah, there you go. Cool. It's down here. So this one will get an atmosphere. We will modify this because I do want one sort of atmosphered world in the inner system. So we'll make it an Earth, you know, just one Earth atmosphere. Done. There you go. Already got the storm clouds as well. Cool. Right, so atmosphere. Lighter shade of blue. Turn that ray light nonsense off. Like the deep colours, yeah. Okay, then underneath. So that's what it's like underneath already. Okay. So vegetation, again, we'll have it on if it's hatchable. Yes. Cool. You have an Earth map as well. But yeah, if hatchable, full. So for now, so right now it apparently is hatchable, so we'll leave it like that. But underneath, give it just a few different colours as well. Let's go over just a generic grey maybe, deeper green, and high elevation as a white maybe. But vegetation will sort of replace that anyway, as you can see. But yeah, it's quite nice to keep the white actually, because it kind of represents something a little different. There you go. It does have water as well, which is going to be needed. So vegetation is on if it's hatchable. Water, yes. Do you want some water, please? Lighter blue shade, why not? It's a little too much, but yeah, lighter aqua blue. Then go to the surface stats, settle it down. This must be one of the highest customized ones we've done, because, you know, we haven't even got to the evolving yet. We're still designing the system. So this is getting pretty wild. Why is that doing that? I've pressed settle. What the heck? Yeah, we'll lower that down then. I don't like that. So why is it doing that? Settle. Yes, leave it alone. Stop. What's that all about? Why is it doing that? Are we just losing water? Is that why? No. What? Mass is fine. I mean, we can make it a little bigger. That should be alright now. And obviously clouds on. Then atmosphere. So kind of a primitive... It's almost like a primitive Earth design, but yeah, we're going to stick with that. And sort of see how this design... So this probably won't have a lot of time to... We'll keep the city lights on if it's hatchable. Okay, you can't do that with them actually. Never mind. Maybe this is a world of life though. I do really like the way that looks. I think I've really hit the mark with that. I think that looks great. Contrast, yeah. Change it up a bit. Terrain. Again, change that. Interface colour. Nice turquoisey green. There you go. But underneath, that's looking... With that terrain, exaggerated terrain button, we'll just... Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. That's really weird how the water's settled like that. What is that all about? Very, very bizarre. Settle. Oh, it's changed again! Why? Why do you do that? That's so weird. But that's a very strange world. Maybe it's a bit continental drift. Maybe we'll put that as our excuse. Okay. Right, now moving on. So we've done that one. Next up, we've got this one. So another basic rock. Maybe more of a frozen rock. So what we'll do is freeze it up. No atmosphere. Frozen, completely frozen, solid. There you go. Yeah. So kind of like Europa. No atmosphere, but frozen. Maybe it needs a little Europa look to it. Maybe a Europa Enceladus mix. Enceladus. Yeah. So underneath all of that ice, you have got a Europa Enceladus lookalike. Pretty cool. Does that do anything now? Yeah. Yeah, we've got Enceladus mixed in there. Okay, cool. So this will be a white frozen world. Next up, we've got this one. Another possible Earth-like condition world in the future. Yeah. What we'll do is this one. Give it a greener atmosphere. Why not? Turn that down. Oh, yeah. So again, I think the water on it already looks pretty good, actually. So vegetation is on only if it's habitable. Yes. Exaggerated terrain up. Base colour. Go a bit sort of deep red, I think. Make it a little more brownish red sort of shade. Yeah. Keep that as white. Kind of like a Pascal back in the day. Yeah. Then water. Kind of build it like Pascal, actually. Give it the lighter shade of water. Yeah. Do you like that? Make the water a little brighter. Yeah. There we go. Cool. So we'll see how this sorts itself out in the far future as well. We'll go with turbulent and turbulence. Yeah. There you go. Cool. Right. Pleased with that. Nice quick build there. So I'm trying to just be a little faster because I don't want to take too long. But I know you guys like watching the customization, so yeah, hopefully you will enjoy this one as well. Okay, so we've got Galactus, and we got this one. So maybe this is like a... To me, atmosphere looks thicker. We'll make this like a Titan-like world. So let's see here. Maybe we can make it a little more of a... Give it that Titan sort of look. Yeah. And underneath, maybe it does still get its oceans to an extent. But they'll be orange. So represent the methane. So we'll have a Titan-like design to it. There you go. Settle water. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do like that. That does look good. And then ice and snow clouds. Give it that Titan sort of orange shade. So the world of methane, then obviously Titan's surface is also an orangey, dark orangey shade. So we'll stick with that theme as well. Maybe a little more colour to it. High elevation. Okay, that's quite a good effect. So it still has some icy areas, and then low elevation. I think we'll go with the deeper orange as well. Yeah. I've not really built a Titan-like world before, but that I think looks really damn good. Snow we'll leave alone, but ice will have a similar colour to the water. Yes. Then I'll see atmosphere is going to be quite thick, but so we can still see through. But I'm just going to increase it. There you go. So that is a real Titan planet there. Looking good. So a nice design there. But you know, it may mean nothing because it's very dangerously close to Big Dominant here. So you know, things will change fast. Then we've got this world over here. So another world of lively conditions. This one looks like it'll be much more of a colder one. So we're going to go with that ice-like water. Underneath, atmosphere. Again, vegetation will have it on if it becomes habitable. So if it becomes habitable, it will look like that. If not, it will be like this. But maybe if it's going to be a more frozen world, I think maybe it needs a little more generic white to it. We'll give it a little green there, but yep, alright. Again, not much change needed there. It's already got everything nicely done for us. Atmosphere, white or blue. Yeah, maybe a pasty down a bit as well. Cool. So again, you know, these could have the conditions for life. You know, if they meet that point, one day we'll see them in the future, and they will have that that nice green to it. We've done Bonia already. That's the gas giant. Then we've got Tistus. Or Tistut. Now this world. Maybe we'll make it a cold desert. So we're going to go with yellow. The pasty's fine. Yellow. Deep yellow. Turn that off. Okay. So like a cold Mars. So... But we'll have more of a yellow shade. So turn the atmosphere and clouds off quickly so we can see underneath. Clouds, a little too thick for my liking. We'll go fluffy. Turn them off though. Right, so I want a yellow looking desert. So... And this as well. Contrast a little too much for my liking. Yeah, more, that looks better. Exaggerated terrain, have that up a bit, yep. And then just get the colours right. So a little more orange sandy areas, I think. That looks like the colour of sand, yeah. That's too white. I think that, they look like the deeper sort of rock areas, I guess. Then you got that more mountainous zone, and then you got the sort of generic deserty, yellowy, sandy colour. So mix a bit of orange in there, maybe. And it's got the yellow atmosphere, vegetation. I mean, I don't think a world like this would really be ever earning that because it's a desert. So we'll leave that off. Water. I mean, if it does have any, it's going to be a very dirty, yellowy shade. We can give it a bit. I mean, if it already does have water on it, actually. Where is it? Settle, melt. Settle. So where exactly is... Oh, that's why. The sea level was completely down. Settle. Where is the sea level? Okay, there's a few patches. Alright, okay. That is so weird. Settle, melt. Play? Why's our water not showing up? That's very loud outside. I do apologise again. Right, yeah, a little more. Yeah, it has got some patches. But remember, we did give it a pretty murky colour, so that's probably why it isn't. Well, I don't know, actually. But yeah, I do want a bit of water on this guy. Ah, there we go. We just weren't being insane enough. Okay, so, you know, the desert world, it does have a few patches of water, but nothing to write home about. There you go. Oh, yeah. I think that actually looks quite good, actually. These weird, mysterious yellow, like almost like sulphur patches. Yeah, that looks quite cool. Yellow atmosphere, clouds. I think it's got to be a Marsy, murky coloured clouds somewhere around there. Yeah. Atmosphere, yep. That's all set up. Maybe a pasty a little. It's a desert. That's good. Snow and ice probably won't have much. I mean, I guess it will just be the sort of same shade as the water, really. So we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I do like that. Maybe a little thicker. That's a nice deep yellow. Yeah, that's looking good. So that's Tistus. So that's the yellow desert. Cool. Alpha Ice and Dumbo for those. We've got this world over here. And then I think these are just going to be generic sort of cratered worlds at this point. You know, far away, frozen ice. What's going on there? I showed. What is that? So we'll go with a Tethys and a Rhea. And then just visuals, colours, saturated terrain. We can do that, I guess. Base colour, that's what we want. Give it the areas there. Contrast, a very heavily created design. That doesn't really do much. Yeah, again, I'll leave it the way. It doesn't need any changes, so it's a more generic looking world. We've got some big orbital changes happening here already. Another atmosphere world. Again, it's, you know, I'm going to leave that one the way it is. It's naturally formed that way. We'll leave it the way it is. Maybe it will get compatible in the future. Let's turn that on. Vegetation is on. Yeah. Maybe we'll see it in the future. Maybe we won't. We will see. So that's a potential life world. We'll give it a bit of a green. We've got these guys here. Again, just more generic Rockies. So, again, just so they're customized though, we'll have this as just a very, very white reflective world. Surface changes here. We'll go with a Pluto texture and a Sedna combined. Why not? How does that look? Interesting. Alright. This one here. Again, generic cream of the crop. So Moon and Phobos. Why not? There you go. Yeah. Don't like the green though. That green's a bit murky for my liking. Let's make it more of a mysterious blue. For an unknown reason. A bit of white in there as well to make this just generic grey. A very mysterious coloured object that is. This one as well will give you just a white just so you know it's customised. And then these guys over here. So we've not even done the Proxima planets yet. But that's what it's all about with these systems. You customise them out, then you let it evolve with time. So there you go. This guy as well. When you customise one of them this time, we'll go with Dion. Yeah. Pretty basic again. There you go. And then lastly, this one, the last planet around the main star. We finally made it. Another generic icy rocky. There you go. Okay. Surface. Ganymede. Yeah. And then onto Proxima itself. So all the planets around Proxima. Let's check them out. Already got a nice ocean patch blue world here. Hey. To be honest, you know, it doesn't really need much changes, does it? Look underneath. Okay, maybe a little more water, but that's about it. Vegetation will definitely switch on as well. Whoa, damn. Settle. But I think with you, yeah. If it's hatchable, it gets them. Yeah, okay, so if hatchable, so we'll see if that is able to sort itself out. So we'll see if it naturally can do it. So that's the first of the worlds there, looking good. Turn that ray light off. This one here. Kind of a hot Mars. We'll give it, you know what, we'll give it a Mars texture. We'll mix it with a one actually. Mars and Titan, I think that'd be quite a cool look. Surface colours are a bit, not much going on. Yeah, alright, okay. Mars and Titan mixed. Really interesting. Oh yeah, that looks pretty insane. There you go. This one here. Green generic rock, but we'll leave that, again, we'll leave that the way it is. Go with moon texture just to switch things up. Give that just a greener trail, but it's not hattable. This one here, again, another unhattable world. So Proxima hasn't got the best lineup of objects here for life candidates. There we go, got that one there. So that's a darker, more mysterious one there. This one here. Oh no, okay, good, another Earth, possible Earth light. Vegetation will switch it on as well. Give it some wacky coloured water, why not? Green water. Atmosphere, slightly more green. Turn that off. So that's again a strange looking world. Maybe it can be a life candidate, we will see. Pretty ocean heavy at the moment by the looks of it. That's again, it could be a cool looking world in the future once this vegetation is switched on, yeah. Give it a deeper green. Yeah. Slightly lower this so you can see underneath. There you go. This one here, and I think that is the last one we need to do. Again, it's already got oceans, little pots of water. I'm going to leave it as is. And then that should be... And then we've got these guys as well. And then we should be there. Vesta and... where's the other one? And Iapetus. And visuals. There you go. And lastly, this one here. Last of the planets for this, for real. I think that's them all. And then just do one map on it. We'll go with Callisto. Yeah. And that is everyone. That's the whole system customized now. So, We'll give it a cool custom background as well. Why not? I like Space Mist. That's a cool one. Right, there we go. So that is our system that we will be evolving from birth to death. So we'll go through the first stage of evolution. We want to let the simulation run for a bit as well before we see actually any evolution. So before we finish up today's episode, because I am aware that this is going to be quite a long episode, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. So we've saved. Play. Now let's see. We've got all circular orbits. We will see how this changes. So there we go. You may not be safe no matter where you are. So here you go. This is the start of evolution. So we will see as things change. I reckon we'll definitely see star transfers through the last planets in that Proxima area, because Proxima does have the mass to take over some of these. So there we go. Inner system and the outer system. Outer system, I guess, starts with our big dominant gassy here. So there we go. Can we go faster? Yes, we can. Oh yeah. So we've already got orbits already bent and elongated. Look, we're already seeing Proxima is going to have a massive effect on those outer planets. You can already see the orbits being stretched as Proxima comes in. Look at the damage Proxima is already doing to some of these. Enormous damage. And then also, if those orbits start slinging by gas giants in the main system, we're going to see some pretty wild stuff. So there you go. Proxima is setting a binary up with someone already. But again, we're going to leave that the way it is. If Proxima breaks away, it breaks away. That's the way of all these systems. We're not allowed to really change orbits once we are set in stone. So there's Proxima. Okay. Actually, just so we know Proxima's Proxima, I'm just going to give it a more... Proxima's a red dwarf. We're going to give it a red trail. There you go. And then Alpha is a yellow dwarf. We'll give it a yellow trail. There you go. Just so we know. Trails. For instance, if you see trails, there you go. That's looking better. But orbits, there's Proxima's red orbit. Cool. Okay, so you can already see HD. Look, you can already see it's having an interaction there. I think that's Titan. That's our Titan world it's just had an interaction with. There you go. It's already bent out. But look, we've only been playing for 6,000 years simulated. You can already see. Look at the disaster this has made. So here we go. So actually, just want to have a recap. What is our dominant rocky planet? It is this one, Acer. So where does that exactly exist in the system? I kind of want to highlight it. So Acer is here. Oh, so Acer is actually the purple one. It's all frozen over. Okay. Ice and snow. We're going to make you purple. That's snow, isn't it, that's doing that? Yeah, it is. Okay, so mysterious world for sure. But there it is. I was wondering why that was purple. So our dominant rocky is actually our closest to the closest to the star. Mysterious stuff indeed. But look at that lineup. That is an awesome lineup. I think we've got everyone fully customized, decked out. Fantastic stuff. Then we've got our Uranus Neptune equivalents there. We've got a slightly bigger green one there, slightly bigger of the Icer Giants. We've got this one here, the regular wacky colour gas giant. You know, this is a cool lineup. 100%. This is a sweet lineup. So there we go. But we'll see how many of these objects will actually make it to the end, because the last one of these we did, a lot of craziness happened with some interstellar travellers. But I don't think we'll be seeing any of those today. So how's the orbits around Proxima looking? We haven't actually looked here yet. So here we go. So Proxima, yeah, everyone's looking pretty good around Proxima. Quite a nice little stable system we got around Proxima there. So they're all looking fine. It's around Alpha. That's where the chaos will unfold. So you can already see it. Stuff is going to get wild here. But this is still a baby Alpha Centauri. So, you know, we do need... Now we've let the simulation run, we go over our normal save, because you always have to when doing these. As soon as you mess with star stats, you know, stuff can get pretty wild pretty fast. So you do have to watch out and make sure you save. But there we go. So, Alpha A. It's time to start evolving. Size, luminosity. We're going to get bigger. Oh, that is a big revving bike outside. Let me just bear with me, guys. I just need to shut the window, because that is too loud. Right, everyone, we're back. Yeah, that's my neighbour. And they're very loud. their bike revving, that will be too annoying. But anyways, we're back. So, Alpha Centauri, what we're doing, we're making this bigger and more luminous. So we'll give it a little buff. You know, just a slight 0.2, 0.3, sneak up 0.3. Yeah. Slowly but surely there. And then radius, we are creeping up to 10 Jupiters. You know, it's not a protostar. We are increasing. There you go. 1 radius of sun already. Ooh, I don't know about that. Ooh, no, we'll keep it around. So what's that in suns? I want to measure this by suns. So 0.8 suns. Okay, there you go. So Alpha Centauri already. That's bigger. See, luminosity. I don't want to miss. Yeah, 0.22. I think we're going to stick with actually as our first evolution. There you go. Play. There you are. So Acer, we should already start to see. No, oh, I was hoping we'd see this thing start to warm up. I guess not. Oh man, what is this thing's atmosphere stats? Hi, it's that albedo that does it. So very reflective. Now that could be a saving grace in the future. High infrared. Okay. What is its actual pressure? What's the pressure? Further down. ATM, what is that? 0.8 ATM, okay, not too shabby. Water piece, that's the next one out. So Star hasn't really got into gear yet. This is all frozen up, but that will be an Earth-like world, hopefully. There's our Mercury, Mars-like world. So again, these guys probably aren't even receiving sunlight yet. Sulfur gas dwarf, always cool to have this one in. Okay, there we go. But yeah, for the time being, we're not even going to evolve Proxima yet, because Proxima is such a low energy star, such a little red dwarf. You know, it's not going to evolve as much as Alpha Centauri is. It's going to take a lot longer for it to evolve. So for the time being, we will keep the orbits going and see the more chaos unfold. So there we go. Let's let that run. But you can look at Proxima. So it's taken Alpha Ice, not Alpha Ice. It's stolen it from the main star. Look at the damage that is doing. Oh my god. Oh, someone's been ejected. Someone is gone. Oh. Oh, it's gone. It's not coming back, whatever that is. Alpha Ice is in trouble as well. Oh. Oh, Alpha, we've lost an ice giant already. Gas giant is gone. And we've lost a Rocky. That's gone. They're definitely gone. They're not coming back. Oh, that's a shame. We've lost one of our cool ice giants. One of the best looking planets in the system has gone. Ah, man. That's a shame. But Proxima, that second star, man, it will clean out any rogue orbits that get in the way. So, as you can see, those are gone. They're not coming back. Disaster strikes already. Okay, what else have we got in the inner system? We already see some orbits are getting bent and buckled. Proxima Centauri, man, it is causing absolute chaotic things. Look at that. How are the planets around Proxima doing? Are they doing alright? Yeah, we've got our gas giants, our 2 gas giants around Proxima. Yeah. So the Proxima zone system is fine. It's all the stuff around Alpha A it's getting caught up. All of those outer planets that and this formed in similar areas are just having a hard time. So yeah, pretty bad indeed for these. Let's try and run a little faster. Let's log back onto Alpha A. There we go. Okay, so that's as fast as we can run at the moment. But yeah, these guys. Oh, hang on, that one's still hanging on. I think Alpha Ice has gone as well, though. They're not coming at trails. They're complete. They're rogue objects now. This is so cool watching all the trails. Look at this. But there we go. Back onto orbits. So dominant gas giant. We're going to see some. We're definitely going to see this cause trouble as well. You know, if this gets close to Proxima for any reason, that is going to just cause absolute disaster. Was that going to bend that orbit there? No. There's Proxima's orbit. Still having some problems. Trying to sort this. Alpha Ice 1. Both Alpha Ices. Both ice giants in the brink of extinction. Quite literally. Okay. Ho ho. That is a wild show. That is very, very wild. I think we're going to lose both Alpha Ices. I don't think we're going to see them last long. And even our other ice giant, you know, this one isn't looking too good either. So we may just lose all our ice giants. Not good one bit. Oh man, that is a this is a wild lineup. But for now, we'll get up to 10,000 simulated years. So we're just about to approach it now, and we're going to end off today's episode there, because this episode has gone on a very, very long time already. I don't want to make it too long, but there we are, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed part 1 of version. I think this is version 11 now, of evolving a custom solar system from birth to death. So let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Do you like the customized worlds? I think this is quite a cool lineup. Unfortunately, we're going to lose a lot of them, but cool nonetheless. We're going to go ahead and save. And yeah, we'll finish off today there, guys. So yeah, with that all said and done, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to press that like button. Let's see if we can go for a strong 100 likes today, guys, if you enjoyed this. And also subscribe for more helps on the journey to 30,000 subscribers, as we are less than 100 people away now. So let's try and grab it this week. I think we can do it. That is our goal. So if you haven't, definitely go ahead and help us on the journey to 30. It's absolutely amazing stuff. And yeah, guys, with that all said and done, make sure you'll stay safe out there. Have a good day. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.